Okay, this is my method for tying an FG knot. I find this is the easiest and fastest way. For this demonstration I'm using some 80-pound braid and some 100-pound mono shock leader. So what you do, first thing you do is have your rod in a rod holder so you can keep some tension on the line, nice and tight, and give yourself a tag end about that long. First thing I do is I like to double it, then double it again, just like this. And what that does is give you some area to bite down on, like so. What you do, once you hold that in your mouth, is you put the line on top, and then just simply go over and under, and I'll demonstrate that now to get the things right and pinching in between. So, put it in your mouth, put it over the top, keeping tension, over, with the foot back this way slightly, over, over, over. And you carry on and you do that about 20 to 25 times, so I'll quickly do those. Okay, watch on that. You do is you pinch it nice and tight. I like to put this in my mouth and give both ends a really good hard tug. Down like that. And that just sets the knot nice and tight. Give it another good pinch. Line the line along like that. Throw a half hitch over it. And give it another good hard pull. And as you can see, not as nice tight. Now theoretically you could just trim that and go off casting or jigging, but I like to finish the knot properly, as most other people do, with half hitches. Do about 7 or 8. Give enough to pull down, keep them all nice and tight and tidy. And then get your clippers, trim it. Might trim it about there. Hold that out of the way. Sometimes I like to wet it just so it stops the damage from the heat, because braid's quite susceptible to heat. A bit of a flame. Some people like to flatten it. I don't like to flatten it because they can make a sharp edge. We can cut the braid, so I like to keep it as a ball. It's better just put it in your mouth like that, but see it's still nice and round. More half hitches. I like to try and get it over it and right up to it. Like so. And then some more half hitches, alternating over and under. Over. Just so you go past the knobble there, so it gives it a bit of security for your knot, it doesn't rub. You like to tie it off with a one, to locking half hitch, which is 3 times around. Get a bit of lip and just pull it down tight like that. Give it a yank tight, that locks it. And then you can just trim this off nice and close. And you're good to go. And she's nice and tidy, perfect every time. Bit of practice, you can tie it in under a minute. You can tie it in the dark. At night, you can tie it. I use this on braid to mono connections on my trout fishing rod, which is 2-pound braid and 4-pound mono, all the way up to 100-pound braid. Well, you can probably even go bigger, anything you want. And it's 100% knot strength and quick and fast to tie.